How's it gaming, guys? I'm Phil in the Blank, so welcome to Let's Play Metroid Fusion for Game Boy Advance. A great early game for the Game Boy Advance. Super fantastic. One of the very first Metroid games I really got into, because I didn't actually grow up with Super Metroid. So Metroid was like one of those things, like I liked it, but I wasn't super into it. Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission were the ones that got me into it. We are playing this as a, kind of a celebration, because Metroid Dread was announced at this year's E3. It'll be releasing later this year, after this comes out and is probably finished. But yay, here we go. Let's choose the second file here. Instead of erasing the data, the little Metroid there means that I've beaten this game before with this file, and instead of erasing any of them, I always just kind of start over, because there's a little slight kind of bonus for starting a file over again from the beginning from a completed one. It's not like an actual bonus. I don't get extra missiles or anything. You'll see what it is when we get there. So let's start this up. Gorgeous game for the Game Boy Advance. This really showed the GBA's power. I'd been assigned to watch over Biologic's research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. Question of the day, do you call it SR-388 or SR-388? I don't know why I do the 88. I don't know why. There's Samus and some very short guys with her. Graphics are really good for the GBA. I wouldn't say quite as good as the Super NES version, but still very good. There's Samus not being a very good, like, agile bounty hunter, just stands there while the thing takes her over. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. Her old classic ship from Super Metroid. It was only later that I'd learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. I guess she doesn't believe in autopilot, just in case. I don't know. Yeah, the 2D graphics there, like the pictures, super good. The Super NES didn't do that a lot, and when it did, it didn't handle it really well. The GBA is like, look at that, that's really nice. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologic's vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It's crazy to see her like so defenseless there, like going under like surgery. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, and dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. So you actually don't get to see her kind of, her actual like female form, like infested by the X parasite. You only get to see the suit, because it's like part of her. You know what I mean? Like it's now surgically, not surgically, but like integrated into her own thoughts. It's poor thing. Then someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X-parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. Nice little scaling effect there. Actually, the X animation there is super fluid. I love it. And this is the fusion suit, which I'll be honest, I really don't like. I think it looks terrible, but whatever, the game's still great. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. I mean, even her helmet, like, visor is completely different. I don't know if the X did that, but whatever. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. If you want to know what happened to the Metroid hatchling, go watch my Let's Play of Super Metroid on my channel, please. It's a great game. They're all good. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL Research Station. I must prepare for docking. It's like right next to SR-388 too. So it's like, it's either Zebes or SR-388 is most games take place there. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL, Research Station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. We'll talk about another time, I guess. That's her new ship. Whether or not she'll have that in Metroid Dread, it'd be kind of cool to see it again, because, like I said, actually, I don't think I've said it yet. This, right now, before Metroid Dread comes out, is the furthest the Metroid canon has gotten in a chronological order. So this is the newest ship she has. So it'd be cool if Dread has this ship again. Because, like, why give her another ship, right? The map screen, which I like. You can see the ship in the background there. Very cool. There's been an explosion on the... Oh, this is the computer, I guess. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. Not like my voice changed or anything. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? If you say no, it doesn't break it down easier for you. It just repeats the same thing, which is frustrating. It'd be nice if they're just like, do this, do that. Now, go to the quarantine bay, which I guess is a dumbed down version of what we're doing. This is Samus in her fusion suit. She looks very hunched-y, like very hunched over. We press pause. We can see the area here, the main deck. S is for save points. N is for navigation points, where you upload with the computer. R is for... I don't know what the R is for. Oh, reload station. And there's a D. There's the D room. And the target. So what I was talking about with the kind of new game plus there. So you can see there I've got 0 out of 20 E-tanks, 0 to 48 missile tanks, and 0 to 32 powerbomb tanks. Spoilers, there are E-tanks, missile tanks, and powerbomb tanks. That's just there after you beat the game. I don't know how many there are in each area. As you can see, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's the main deck. I don't know how much is in each area, but at least we can kind of see. We can go to the objective, we can see what we need to do, which is kind of weird because this is definitely the most hand-holdy Metroid game I think ever made. It's very kind of against you exploring, but it's still fun. I still really enjoy it. It's one of the reasons why it wasn't super liked back in the 2000s, and now it's gained like this cult following because it's Metroid. We don't get any Metroid games. You see, I have a beam and I have a suit, and that's it. And I've something points at my gun, something points at my abs, and something points at my clavicle. I don't know. And then stat. Oh, that's it. And then because L to sleep. I'm not going to go to sleep. So, you start with a long beam in this one. So, you know, there's that, I guess. But onward we go. This is very much just a research station. It's very nondescript. You can't, like, there's not a lot to it. It's not as interesting as, like, Zebus. Oh, and also, we can't open, like, any door. All the doors are locked. We got red doors. No, we got open doors. Right now we can't even open basic-ass doors. So, main deck. I love the speed of Samus in this game. This game is a lot less floaty than Super Metroid. It's one of the problems I have with Super Metroid. It's very floaty. But this one's not too bad. We can go to the N, which is the navigation room. Be like, hello. The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. So, like, we can go back and, like, go up and whatnot. We can explore, but there's nothing to explore yet. The game uses very artificial ways to keep you from going certain places, just locking doors and things that weren't there before. Oh, we can't go in here. Oh. This is a little bit more natural, obviously. But, like, certain things won't appear until after you've done certain things. The other Metroid games just aren't like that. This is kind of messed up quarantine bay here. We killed one guy, and it, like, weirdly turns to one of those parasites. Weird. Yummy. Lemony. Very lemony. That was fun. That was easy. But yeah, like let's say there was supposed to be a secret there. It's like, oh, well, if you have the skills or the abilities to do so, you can do something. No, there might be a thing actually blocking you that will go away after a story sequence allows you to go. Which is frustrating, really, because, like, that's not how Metro games tend to be. All right, we did it. Can we go home now? This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infested by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creatures. Again, I love that animation of the X. Look at that. It's so smooth. Like, that looks just so good on the Game Boy Advance. So good. Plus, because we're playing this in the original, well, not the original, it's the Game Boy player on the GameCube with an original Metroid Fusion cartridge. We're getting kind of the standard definition look. We're not seeing individual pixels like we would if we were playing this emulated or through HD. So it really looks even better because of it, because all the pixels are kind of put together. If this was done in HD, where you see all the individual pixels, that wouldn't be nearly as good. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. Is that how vaccines work? I don't know. I'm dumb. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. With the vaccine? Because I think that's not what vaccines do. Whoops. If you were to be infected by X again... you can never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. I know for a fact that's not how vaccines work, restoring weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I have already detected massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. Thanks for the friggin', belief in me you have. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Sure, don't die, I guess. Now get going. I have released the lock on level 0 hatches. Yay! Look for the blinking hatches. Okay, so... see, this is a level 0 hatch, but story dictates that it doesn't open, regardless of whether or not the lock works. Which again is a little frustrating, because it's it holds your hand a little bit too much. But this is a blinking one, this is a regular door, so a level 0 door basically. And we have the green doors, which we can't do. You can see the hatch levels right there. Level 1 is blue, 2 is green, and so on. So it's not you don't need a special ability, you just need the story to be able to tell you. Oh no, you're dead. So yeah, X parasites are your items, not your items, your healing items basically. Let's save. What I like about this game though is every time you kill any enemy, there'll be an X parasite for you to absorb. A yellow one is your health, green is your missiles, which I don't have any missiles anyways, and a red one is a big chunk. So, but sometimes you can see ones that kind of float around a little bit and turn white. Those, oh geez, hello, can't go in here. Those ones actually will turn, there you go, will turn into an enemy. You can't absorb them. So it's kind of a cool idea. But it means every enemy drops something, which is really, really cool. And because of the fact that all the enemies are X-Parasites, every single enemy in this game, except for I think one, is an X-Parasite. So you're never actually fighting the actual enemies. It's all X-Parasites. It's interesting. I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here, under D. Is your objective clear? Yes. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. So yeah, you gain items and weapons like this. So it's got the other M problem where you kind of see what's happening. Yeah, I know I'm going the wrong way. Oh, nothing here. So you get permission, basically, to kind of get your abilities. You don't just, find them and go, whoa! Instead, the computer's just you're gonna get this here. And you're oh, okay, thank you. I mean, whatever. It's still fun, but I can see why people had problems with this one. It tried to do something very different, which is why I think Zero Mission did what it did, was it has a main kind of way to go, but you can really branch off if you wanted to. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CEO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me Lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. I don't know, when you play Other M and Adam's in that game, yeah, the voice acting doesn't make it sound dignified. He sounds super sarcastic. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. Aww. You do get to see a little bit more of Samus' character in this, which I actually really liked, and I think it's done fairly well too. Oh, big room here. We have an R room, which is the recharge room. Nothing really to recharge. You just go here and recharge all your missiles and your beams. Like the computer said, we're going to need missiles to take out enemies that our missiles can't take out. Or sorry, that our beam can't take out. And that's a lot of enemies. I don't think there's another Metroid game where missiles are used so much. Use them all the time. You probably use missiles more than your regular beam half the time. So in here is the navigation room. Nothing to say today. Data room. And then you just go, blop, I got my thing. La, 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 la. So we start with 10 missiles. Yay. Awesome. And now what do you want to say? So you can't even, you have to do these story parts. Well, whatever. Electrical interferences, whoops, my reading is bad. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge bioscience, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Try it out! Thanks, tutorial machine. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to the target. And he's right. Missiles are your only hope. Use them. Don't stockpile them. But it also means that every single missile upgrade you get, can't get that, boop, boop, is super important because it adds more ammo to you. Ammo is actually fairly important. You never really run out that much. Like missiles, you require missiles here. Bam. Green one will replenish yours. Yay. And right. Okay. Haha. Take it slow. This is kind of a weird Metroid game in the sense that it is possible to go through this game without getting additional tanks. Actually, kind of. For the regular person, it is possible to get a 1% to... Can I go over there? No, I can. To go through the game with only getting a single missile tank. There's one down. We know that means, oh, we got the sidebar. I think I already put it in there, but whatever. So yay. But yeah, you can actually go through the game with only getting one missile tank. If you're really good, I think it's like frame perfect stuff. You can go through the entire game without a single extra missile, E-tank, power bomb, that kind of thing. But your actual upgrades, like your high jump, boost, your screw attack, spoiler alerts, those are in this game. You do need to get. So there is that. Over here. Oh, this is where I just. Oh, it's to the side. Oh, interesting. Cool. We're gonna keep going until I get to the biosign, I guess, that they mentioned. Can I go over here? Is there anything here? Always keep an eye out. You never know what you might get. We are going for, I think, I don't think I said this yet, but this is going for 100%. I actually don't know if I've ever 100% in this game, but I figured let's try it out. Boom, right in the eyeball. Careful if it's a glowy thing, because then it'll, oops, then it will shoot out at you. But we're doing good so far. He doesn't seem to be doing it. All right, that was fun. Maybe he doesn't do it at first. Ah, the red one. Red ones, they don't fully recharge you, but very damn close. In the Zero mission, you needed to get the grip yourself, but this actually, you just come with the grip, so... Oh, I'm gonna skip this because we're going for a 0%. I'm joking. Hooray. And right here, where is it? I know there's something here. Ah, there we go. Ha, you have to do it with your missiles. You gotta be careful. Over here, we get the second E-tank already. We're already crazy powerful compared to what most people will be around here, so hooray. Down we go, and oh no, it's a boss. Oh, it's easy enough. But, like I said, all the parasites can become enemies. And, oh no, this actually is an enemy from Metroid 2, believe it or not. It's really cool. I like how he's there. Just pump it full of missiles. Watch out for the cool sonic booms that it does. And that. Ah, oh damn, that lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. Just pump it, and there we go. Perfect timing. These guys can only be destroyed with missiles, these guys here. Bosses will always turn into a giant, like, exoskeleton encased Parasite X, basically. These guys, yeah, you can only use missiles. If you don't have any missiles, you saw it dropped a bunch at the beginning anyways, but if you shoot it with your regular thing when it's not flashing, it'll drop parasites. So you can fill up that way. Yay. Like I said, it is possible to go through this game with extremely little resources. So that's a way to kind of do it if you don't have any missiles. But there we go. Ugh, that looks mucusy. But what will it do? Yay, the morph ball ability recovered. Which is kind of a cool idea because you saw it kind of roll into a ball. I like how a lot of the abilities you get correspond with the boss that you fight. And we'll talk about that as we kind of go along. There we go. Little morph ball. Hooray. And I think that's it. Out we go. Huzzah. And until we get to the next kind of area, there's only one more thing we can get. And when I say stuff like that, oh, there's only one more we can get, I might be doing things out of order. I'm following a specific order that I took notes and wrote down. So I might be skipping things at first, but with the way this game is kind of set up, you go back and forth a lot. So you're never at a part where like, oh god, I gotta go back all the way there. Nothing, so we can take that out. You go around at all the sectors a lot, so don't worry about it if you have to, if you miss something, because you will go back to them. And of course, at the end of the game, you can always kind of go wherever you want. So, but let's continue on to that save point. We'll call it a day. All right. I hope this will be fun, guys. I really hope you enjoy this one. I love Metroid Fusion. I'm super excited for Metroid Dread. I hope you guys are too, and I hope you stay tuned and watch more of this Let's Play with me. I am Phil Blanks. I'll see you guys next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.